Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Twist of Fate, Prachi find out that Rhea is not pregnant for Rambo after she called the spa that Rhea has booked an appointment, and Prachi decided to catch Rhea red-handed. Let's continue. Rambo, Prachi and Shahana are in the car. Rambo is driving the car and looking at Prachi. Rambo asks Shahana who is sitting next to the driver's seat. Shahana says Rambo says life taker, Yamraji's younger sister. Shahana asks Rambo not to involve her in his and Prachi's fight. Prachi says to Rambo that you have problem with me always, in my looks, in my talk, in my work, behavior, etc. She says I don't know anything, as only your Rhea knows everything, because she has swag, intelligence, attitude and beauty. She asks him to make Rhea sit on his head. She says your comment was different today. You said I am looking bad. Shahana asks Rambo to relax. Rambo stops the car. Prachi says now you will ask me to get down from your car. She says she has self-respect and she get down from the car. Rambo goes behind Prachi. Shahana thinks that they will fight on the road. Rambo asks Prachi to listen to him and asks who has praised her. Prachi says everyone said it on her engagement day that she was looking good. Rambo says everyone lied to you. Prachi says you couldn't lie and she asks him not to talk to her. Rambo says to Prachi that you are looking very beautiful, like a princess, and he asks her to ask Arian if he is saying the truth. He says your saree was okay, but when it came on you, it looks good. He says your necklace became $1 million one when you won it. Rambo says to Prachi that if you are thinking that I am wrong, then you don't understand me. Prachi asks Rambo that why don't you say all this before? Rambo says few things should be felt and not to be said. She says you are not feeling it. It is your mistake. Something goes into Rambo's eyes due to the heavy wind. Prachi started walking away. Rambo removes the dust in his eyes and he sits in the car and drives following Prachi. He tells Shahana that his sister is always angry. Rambo stops the car and he asks Prachi to sit, but Prachi refuses. Rambo tells Prachi that I cannot drive slow and he asks her to sit and he calls her as his friend. Prachi says don't call me your friend. Rambo gets down from the car and he is walking with Prachi. Prachi says, I don't want to walk with you. Rambo lifts Prachi up and says, I am taking you for your marriage. He makes Prachi sit in the car forcefully. Shahana also helped Rambo. Prachi says she will complain against Rambo. Rambo says he has put child lock in the car for a child like Prachi. Shahana says to Rambo that you did the right thing. Grandma asks Priya if she needs her help. Priya says he is the same guy who tried to steal from the family. Grandma says whatever your boyfriend has done is for you and he fought with us for your sake. Rambo, Prachi and Shahana comes home. Rambo tells Grandma that Prachi showed tantrums but he made her sit in his car and now she is angry. Grandma asks Priya to see the love. Prachi says there is no love. Grandma tells Prachi that she is handling Priya's love story. Grandma asks Priya to see that Prachi got angry on Rambo because she still loves him. Prachi says that Rambo put child lock on the car and he forced her to be in the car. Grandma is happy and Grandma tells Priya that this is love and she tells her that Prachi is behaving like her. Grandma tells Priya that your boyfriend did that for your self-respect and whatever Rambo did is for Prachi's safety. Priya says I couldn't understand and I had decided to separate from Rahul. She says I did not see his intention, but I saw his actions. Priya thanks Grandma for guiding her. Shahana appreciates Grandma for saving Priya's love story. Prachi is going to her room. Rambo says let her go. Prachi asks what does Rambo want. Rambo asks Prachi not to get irritated. Prachi says she has to stay away from Rambo for that. Priya informs Prachi that Pallavi is calling her. Prachi goes to her room. Pallavi is already in Prachi's room and Pallavi asks Prachi to sit. She says this dress is for you. Prachi says when do I wear this dress? Pallavi says tomorrow is your mehendi ceremony. You will wear the dress tomorrow. Then there's Diwali and your marriage immediately after that. Prachi gets sad. Rambo overhears Pallavi and Prachi's conversation and he also gets sad. He comes to the room and sees Arian. Arian tells Rambo that first Rhea got down and then Siddharth. So he turns his car as chopper and he came home. Arian asks Rambo that what happened to him. Rambo says if I tell you what is wrong, then will you call Prachi as your sister? Aryan asks Rambro to tell him what the problem is. Rambro says Siddharth and Prachi's marriage is happening. He says, just as I said that the marriage should happen, everyone is behind Siddharth's marriage. Rambro tells Aryan that once Prachi gets Siddharth Mehendi, then what would happen with me? Aryan whispers an idea in Rambro's ear. Rambro says, I cannot do this. He then says that he will do it. Prachi comes to the room and tells Shahana that Pallavi is serious about her marriage with Siddharth. She says what would happen if she comes to know that I don't want to marry Siddharth. Shahana says she will be happy that you still love her son and you are carrying Rambro's baby. Prachi tells Shahana that they should find proofs against Rhea. Rhea goes inside the spa to get the massage done. Prachi and Shahana comes to the spa and they ask about Rhea. The receptionist says that she is there. Rhea is going there. Prachi and Shahana says Rhea going. Prachi says there is no doubt now because Rhea actually comes to the spa. Rhea goes inside the spa. She turns and sees someone. Prachi and Shahana comes inside and they see Aliyah there instead of Rhea. Aliyah asks them why Prachi came for massage in pregnancy. Shahana says she has come for massage and not Prachi, and they go from there. Aliyah gives money to the spa lady. Rhea comes out from the hideout and thanks Aliyah. Aliyah asks Rhea to get the massage done fast. She thinks that Rhea was about to get trapped in a big problem. Prachi is doubting on Rhea. Rhea lies down for the massage. Prachi recalls seeing Rhea at the spa and then Aliyah takes her place all of a sudden. Rhea serves wine in a glass and says, I deserve this. Aliyah says you are very lucky. Rhea says you saved me twice since yesterday. Aliyah tells Rhea that she heard Prachi saying that she will catch Rhea red-handed and then she ran from the back door to reach the spa and save Rhea from being exposed. Rhea says first I got confused and then it made sense. You took my place so that Prachi would think that you have booked for the massage for yourself. Rhea tells Aliyah that you are getting sharp like old wine. She says Prachi and Shahana might be confused now, thinking that what is going on. Aliyah says we are drinking here and Shahana and Prachi's head might be shaking up there. Aliyah and Rhea laughs. Prachi tells Shahana that she is not understanding and says first, she thought that the spa appointment is booked for Rhea. Then she heard Aliyah thanking Rhea for booking the appointment. She says if the appointment was booked for Aliyah, but it should be on Aliyah's name, not Rhea's name. Shahana says that there is something wrong. Prachi says first, I thought that Rhea doesn't want this baby. And now, she says we should check her pregnancy report. Shahana asks if Prachi is doubtful on Rhea. And she asks why would she do this. Prachi says we have to find out everything. Pallavi is working in the hall. Grandma asks what happened and if everything is fine. Pallavi says she had called the priest and that is why she is waiting for him. Grandma asks why have you called the priest? The priest comes there and greets Pallavi. Pallavi asks did you make the list? The priest gives the list to Pallavi. Grandma asks Pallavi if they have puja at home. Pallavi says this puja is necessary for Siddharth and Prachi's future. Grandma asks that what are you going to do? Pallavi says we want the children's happiness. She says whenever marriage happened, it was at the wrong time. Pallavi says when Rambro had married Prachi, it was a wrong time for Rambro and Rhea's marriage. She says when Rhea attempted suicide, we got her married to Rambro in a hurry. She says time and situation was wrong and the marriage haven't happened at the right time. Pallavi tells Grandma that now, Prachi and Siddharth's marriage would happen with the right rituals and the right time. She says she doesn't like Prachi, but she will not be careless for her baby's happiness and future, and says that the baby is of their family. Rambro and Aryan hears Pallavi and Grandma's conversation. Rambro asks what happened to Mommy. Aryan says she just wants the marriage to happen at the right time. The priest asks Pallavi to bring the mehendi for Prachi. Pallavi gives the priest the mehendi. The priest goes. Rambro and Aryan hide from Pallavi's sight. Aryan asks why are we hiding? Rambro says if Mommy sees us, then she will ask many questions. Rambro says I have to think if we can do what you said yesterday. Grandma asks Pallavi where she is going to. Pallavi says I thought Rambro is there. Grandma says why will he hide? Pallavi says yes and she goes to sleep. Grandma calls Rambro and Aryan and asks them to come out. Rambro asks if Pallavi saw them. Grandma tells Aryan that I know that Rambro and Prachi's ego is not letting them unite and the fear of separation will bring them back together. Rambo says tomorrow is challenging for us. Aryan says this wouldn't have happened if Rambo haven't asked Prachi to marry Sidat. In the morning, Shahana tells Prachi that they should take Pallavi in confidence so that she can get saved. Prachi asks Shahana not to get excited and says Rhea hates me and she wants to snatch Rambo from me. She says but Rhea is pregnant also. Prachi tells Shahana that even Rambo wants me to marry Sidat. What about that? Shahana says Rambo doesn't want that. He loves you. Prachi says she doesn't want such love and says we had married to stay together, and she reminisces the time when she and Rambo had stayed together in their rented house. Prachi says either she wants everything with Rambo or nothing. She says I will make Rambo jealous, that he will tell everyone that he cannot live without me. She says then she will see who will win. Shahana says I like it and she asks Prachi. Prachi says I like it too and she smiles. Rhea comes to Sidat's room after knocking on the door. She asks him not to think her manners as her weakness. Sidat says you will never take out hatred from my heart for you. Rhea says you can grow hatred for me in your heart, but you cannot hate me. Sidat says to Rhea that I hate you. Rhea says there is no hatred in your eyes and says you might taunt me, but I don't feel any pain because I don't care about you. Sidat insists to meet Mihika. He says he wanted to meet Mihika, but Aliyah throws him out of the car. Pallavi hears Sidat and asks if Aliyah throws him out and from where. Sidat says I meant to say that Aliyah throws my luggage out. Pallavi says maybe I heard it wrong, and she asks Sidat to come home on time for the Mehendi ceremony. She says the marriage is happening in a hurry, but all the rituals would happen on time. Pallavi asks Sidat to make sure that he comes on time for his marriage, and she leaves. Rhea goes near Sidat and asks him to do everything happily, and he should not do any stupidity. Pallavi asks Rhea to start getting ready from now on. Rhea comes to the function and thinks that just few days more, and then she doesn't have to attend any party that she doesn't want to attend. Rhea sees Wendy and she goes to her. She asks Wendy not to say that she is looking beautiful and says you are a liar. You praise me, but you admire Prachi. Wendy says small mind, big understanding. Rhea says you have stared at me. Wendy taunts Rhea and says nobody likes you here, but you are still here shamelessly. Rhea goes to answer Wendy, but Pallavi stops Rhea. Grandma asks Wendy and gets happy. Wendy says, what do you think? That I will go away from here hearing your daughter-in-law? She says sometimes daughter-in-law can scold mother-in-laws. They laugh. Rhea tells Pallavi that they are laughing at her. Pallavi says to Rhea that don't pay any attention to Grandma and Wendy. I will talk to them tomorrow. Rhea takes water and she drinks. Prachi comes there with Shahana. Vikram compliments Prachi's beauty and he wishes that Prachi stay happy always. Prachi thanks Vikram. Rhea hears them. Rambo asks Aryan why girls take so much time to get ready. He waits for Prachi. Aryan says girls always want perfection. Rambo looks at Prachi and says she is looking beautiful. Aryan tells Rambo that Sidat is also looking at Prachi as if he is looking at his sister. It seems that Sidat is about to cry. Rambo tells Aryan that he doesn't care if Sidat sees Prachi as his sister. He takes the Mehendi designs. Shahana says it is Mehendi designs. Rambo asks Prachi to try the design. Prachi says it is very bad and she goes. Rambo feels bad. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share it, and I will see you guys in the next update. Thank you.